While reading research articles, you must have come across terms like intra-rater reliability, inter-rater reliability, intra-class coefficient, or this test demonstrates good reliability. What does all of this mean? What is reliability? Let's understand that in this video. If you are testing a patient's knee range of motion with goniometer and today you do it in a particular position and the range of motion that you get is 120 degrees. Tomorrow, under similar conditions, that is on the same patient, same position with the same goniometer, you again check the range of motion and the range that you get is 118 degrees. Now this assessment shows good reliability. Why? Because 120 and 118 are very close values. There is minimal variation and this is what is reliability. Reliability tells how consistent a measurement is over time, how consistent the test results are over time. If today I am doing a particular test and I repeat it tomorrow under similar conditions, how consistent the result is going to be. Are the values going to be similar or there is going to be a large variation? If there is a large variation, then that test is not reliable. If on day 1 the range of motion is 120 degrees and on day 2 it is 135 degrees, which is practically not possible. If I have done the assessment properly and on day 1 the patient was only able to go up to 120 degrees, tomorrow it cannot go up to 135 degrees. It can be because of various reasons. The goniometer was not placed properly, that is the reason why the values are different, or there was a change in the position. On day 1 the position was different, on day 2 the position was different. So there can be various reasons because of which the measurement on day 2 has such a vast change. So this is how you understand if the test is reliable or not. If it is not reliable, you will see a measurement error. 120 and 135 shows a vast variation which reflects measurement error. So reliability is if I am doing a particular test and if it is repeated under similar conditions, how consistent the results are. Now there are different types: intra-rater reliability, inter-rater reliability. What do these two terms mean? If I am repeating the same test, that is intra-rater reliability. So today I do that test and tomorrow again I only do that test. So the examiner remains the same. That is intra-rater reliability. What is inter-rater reliability? When the examiner changes. So taking the same example, if on day 1 I am checking the knee range of motion and on day 2 somebody else is checking the knee range of motion but under similar conditions, that is inter-rater reliability. Now when I say reliability, I also need to quantify how reliable the test is, and that is given by intra-class coefficient. So normally if the value is closer to 1, higher is the reliability. Intra-class coefficient greater than 0.9 demonstrates excellent reliability. 0.75 to 0.9 is good reliability and below that the tests are less reliable. Now why is it important to understand the reliability of a test? Reliability tells us if there is any actual change or the change that you are seeing is because of any measurement error. So if on day 1 the patient's range of motion is 120 degree and I give a particular intervention and again check the range of motion on day 7 and now the range of motion is 130 degrees. Now if the test is reliable, I know that the change that has occurred is because of my intervention. If the test had not been reliable, I don't really know that the change that has occurred is because of the effect of the intervention or any measurement error. And that is why it is important to use tests that are reliable. And that is why you need to understand what reliability is.